Welcome back. Now we're talking about how cooperatives are empowering MSMEs, and we have a conference that is coming up in a few weeks. And let's go back to the conference, Chairman. What is the importance of this conference? Why should anyone watching right now want to attend the conference?
Yes, I want to say this. The leaders, the cooperative leaders that are watching this interview, and they are not aware that we are having a conference, a global, a continental, that has attracted global leaders, is that this is the opportunity. They might not have resources that can fly out to go and attend the meeting when it is out of the country. Now they have an opportunity, and it is not even in Nairobi. It is now in Naivasha. That is Nakuru County. So they have to take this opportunity where they will interact with the CEO and the president, who has a membership of 1.7 million members. Another one who has 1.6 million members. Is it not very interesting?
Yes, there are lots of opportunities
to learn. To learn with the best, the best of the best in the cooperative movement globally. So it is an opportunity for them to take up this. It is not that expensive. You can come and register and look for your accommodation wherever you want. So if you want to,
so they can just register online.
They can register online. It is online already. You register and come and attend, and you look for where to put, because some of them, they are fearing the cost of the hotels in Naivasha. So that's an opportunity for them to come. You can sleep in Kilikil to come and attend meeting. So we are expecting even 3,000 who will accommodate them. And
for you, Nicholas, I'm sure you're attending. What opportunities are you looking forward to, and why should also others attend?
Yeah, so definitely I'll be attending. The opportunities are many. One, it's building Kenya, because this is local tourism, it's business tourism. You get to take your resources from your county to Nakuru County. Secondly, is just to reinvigorate ourselves and give ourselves hopes that indeed we are doing the right thing. When you meet leaders from across a country, across a continent, across the globe, you get to know that we are doing some things right. And the things that we're not doing right, we can unlearn them just by finding out what those who have gone ahead of us are doing differently. And just a time to interact and get to meet new people.
So for you, you'll have lots of networking.
Definitely.
And more business opportunities coming up. Chairman, I'd like to ask you about an issue that has been coming up over and over again, and this is non-remittance of members' deduction. And it has been coming up even over the years. What are we doing about this?
So, Cynthia, before I respond to that, I want to also tell those who will participate in that we are also taking this opportunity to plant trees in Naivasha. We are planting trees. The leaders all over the world will be there planting trees. We want to make Africa to go green. So this is, and Kenya, this is also an agenda in this country. And ACOSCA, from where I sit, ACOSCA also want to, through its foundation, African Cooperative Development Foundation, they want to plant trees in Africa, almost more than 20 million trees. So that will be also an interesting activity that we'll be doing there. To come back to your question of non-remittance, I think there is a lot of improvement. I say this because compared to those years we used to hear SACCO's employers are not remitting. So the Commissioner's Office, the Commissioner of Cooperatives, has powers to make sure that an employer remits the money to the SACCOs. If not, he has the powers to close the accounts. So I think the SACCOs that are facing those problems, they need to be also reporting to the Commissioner's Office for action. The Commissioner will write to the employer the letter. And we have seen a lot of improvement. We have seen universities which were more culprit on this.
Counties.
Counties. You know, counties is a new area. that we are now facing, because universities have been around.
Yes.
But we have also seen the improvement from the counties.
Yeah.
So with that, I think they should be reporting to the commissioner so that the commissioner can know how to take action or use diplomacy before taking action. Diplomacy is very important.
But how is it when you consider that some are even government agencies?
Yeah, that is why I say it.
So,
that's why I say diplomacy will also be used there.
Hey, when it comes to money.
No, I know.
When it comes to people's money, and that has also been one of the issues, that some of the agencies are government agencies, and so people even wonder, how can I go against a government agencies? How can I get my justice against a government agency?
No, you know, the money that has already been contributed by a member is not a government money.
Yes.
It's not individual money. So people should not shy away, even if it is government agency, to ask for their rightful money.
Yes.
They need to ask that. So they should be asking the commissioner. We wrote this letter, we have not seen any response. Other than shying away that this is a government agency, commissioner is the government. I think it doesn't work like that.
Yes.
So I encourage them to come forward and report where there is. And employers, it is also prudent for you, when you deduct the money, police remit, because when you remit to the SACCO, it serves the same members who are your employees, who improve their lives, who can have energy to work for you. And work for you better.
Yes. Nicholas, the chairman started by saying that there has been improvement. Do you agree that there has been improvement when it comes to remittance?
I would say yes, there has been a bit of improvement, but of course a lot of mileage still needs to be covered.
Yes.
As long as there's 1 shilling out there that has not been remitted, that's too much money.
Yes.
And just like the chair has pointed out, once money has been deducted from the employer, it belongs to the member.
Yes.
And that money needs to get to the member, needs to get circulated in the economy, and there is no justification whatsoever for that money being held back.
Yes. And what impact has SASRA had?
On the movement?
Yes.
2010.
Would you say that now we are seeing a lot of trust coming back?
I would say yes. Again, we just have to look at the history of where cooperatives are coming from and SACCOs since regulation in the year 2010. We've seen a growth in SACCO deposits, in SACCO lending. We've had a few rotten apples in the movement, but by and large, I would say regulation has been effective. Of course, there are areas of concern that need to be addressed, and I know consultatively, SASRA and the cooperative leaders are indeed discussing that. Something that was not there before in the years past was a consultation forum between the regulator and the industry players. But nowadays, every single year by default, there is a consultative meeting. And even when you look at some of the governance guidelines that have been issued by the regulator, is actually part of the feedback that is being given by the movement. And it is also reflecting the current state of affairs. Every year, at least, we are seeing something new. We may not be where we'd want to be as a movement, but there is progress. But nonetheless, movement is there.
Chairman, a lot of people had hopes with the coming in of SASRA that we would see the movement come back to life again and even expansion. Would you say that that has been the case?
I can give you a good example. Let me just use my own primary SACCO, Kenya National Police City SACCO. When we came under regulation in 2010, the police SACCO was 3 billion total assets, 3 billion. How many years now, 10 years from now to where we are? Now we are posting of 56 billion total assets. Will you say it's not effective?
It is. 3 billion to 56.
That is an impact. That is an impact that the regulation has actually caused in the industry. So SASRA has done a good job because, you know, we did not have regulations. So they started from zero. So they are continuing to make more improvement as we continue, as the SACCOs continue growing. Also SASRA will continue also enhancing their regulations.
And in what areas, David, would you like to see even more improvement when it comes to regulation and even SASRA?
One would be around audit. Probably the capacity of SASRA over time has been tested and stretched. There needs to be a bit more regular audit and in-depth audit. about 2 years back, an additional number of cooperatives were added. These are the non-withdrawable deposit-taking SACCOs, which means that the capacity of SASTRA to actually handle that volume of work is now stretched. So I would definitely want to see a bit more of that happening. I'd also want to see a bit more, I call it what, collaboration between the regulator and also the industry players. There are a lot of things that may not be legislated, but there are quite a number of things that would actually fall to self-regulation by SACCOs. And that is when the regulator would help shepherd that kind of discussion and figure out what areas do we need, for example, to have the cooperatives do self-regulation.
Let me go back to ACOSCA, Chairman, for the major conference. And I know this is the biggest event this year, even for the movement. Can we say that during the conference, Kenya can actually be used as a benchmark?
Yes. Kenya, that's why we are so excited that this meeting has happened during this time. That Kenya will be a showcase what we have done. We know we are proud of what we have also done. Although inside we might not see it, but what we have done as a movement is something that we want to showcase to our visitors as we take them through, as we take them around to see our beauty of our parks, see the warmth of our people, to see our good food. We are excited that we will also show them. We have also SACCOs here that are also doing well. They are doing those things that they are doing, but in a small way. We are making an impact.
Yes. Nicholas, do you agree with that?
I definitely do. We definitely have an opportunity, a very big opportunity for us as a country. We have been used as a benchmark in the past because in Africa, we have the leading cooperative movement. We always see delegations of people from different countries across Africa coming to benchmark with us. We have probably cutting technology among SACCOs. Today, if you look at the top 5 or 10 SACCOs, they actually compete with commercial banks.
That's true.
So we are a big deal, actually.
Yes. And one of the issues, I know sometimes there even has been, seems like there's a lot of competition with the banks. Are we likely to see more products in the future of banks and even SACCOs coming together? Nicholas, you're the consultant.
Yes, definitely. Probably at the start it seemed like competition, but today it's more of collaboration and partnership. Because we realize that there's a space which each one of us can actually play in. There's a way we complement each other, the banks and also the SACCOs. And there are technologies probably that banks have been able to invest in that SACCOs can be able to ride on. There are spaces where SACCOs can be able to penetrate better than commercial banks. And it's simply a way of collaborating. So I expect more collaboration in the future. I expect probably us thinking or looking at the bigger picture in terms of supporting the Kenyans and also growing our economy.
To my last question to you, Chairman, what are you hoping to achieve out of the conference?
I hope to learn more from our peers who are coming from developed countries to know how they handle technology. And when I say how they handle technology, because technology, you see, everything, we have pushed everything to technology. So I'm looking at one day, I'm just thinking like technology will take us one day the way Corona did to us in 2020. That if technology will fail, even news will not even view news. So people will be in darkness, you cannot even move. So I was just thinking about now people are moving now to AI environment. What will be the safety card? What will be the in case technology fades, what do we do? That is a big question that I asking myself, and I also would like to share to those who are already developed. What do they have the backup?
It sounds like you're also really looking forward to show off the achievements of the movement in the country and represent the country.
We are proud of our country and and what we have done. So that's why we would like to tell our stories. You know, telling our stories, people will hear us.
Yes.
We need to tell our stories, what we have done.
Yes.
We have built schools.
Yes.
We have built hospitals.
Yes.
We as cooperatives. So
the impact. In the country.
Impact. Yes.
Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us today. In studio, I was joined by Mr. Nicholas Komonye, the MD and CEO of Cooperative Consultancy and Bank Assurance, and also David MATEGWA. He is the chairman of the Kenya National Police DT SACCO. Thank you so much, and we will definitely be covering the conference with you and also taking over the opportunities. We'll take over the opportunities right there. But thank you so much for joining us tonight.